This is Positively Montana, sponsored by Benefis Health System.
Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Positively Montana. I'm Hallie Schwinnard. Each week we travel the state looking for stories and people that inspire, people helping others. Take, for example, at Montana Tech in Butte, where there's a free clothes closet that helps students stay warm and properly dressed all winter long.
A Montana Tech here in Butte not only provides students with an education, but they provide them with some basic needs. Some students don't even have warm clothes to get through the winter. So they started this free clothing closet so that students can pick out what they need. In fact, I need me this. I'm flossing this one.
That's for students, newsboy.
I think it's pretty.
Oh, very pretty.
I think it would fit me. I tend to.
It's kind of taken me by surprise that it's caught on like wildfire, if you will, but it's a good thing.
For Phyllis Aman, who is an international student from Africa, it is a blessing.
There's no winter in Ghana, and it's my first time, so it was very cold. And as an international student, I really needed this because it helped me, kept me warm.
Even U.S. students find themselves ill-prepared for the weather.
Just saw somebody earlier today slip on the way into a building because he was wearing Crocs, and I was like, you know, let's get some winter shoes on those feet.
Many students can't afford new clothes or are too busy with school to shop. People are encouraged to donate to the program by dropping off coats, shirts, sweaters, warm socks, and shoes at Engineering Hall, the Student Union, or the Student Success Center.
If they are clothed properly for where we live, that's one less thing that they have to worry about, right? So then they're going to be more successful students, more successful people in the community, you know, and if they see this beautiful thing that the community is doing for students, maybe they're more likely to get in and out into the community and give back.
In Butte, John Amy, MTN News.
Undergoing treatment or waiting as a loved one goes through surgery can be exhausting, both physically and mentally. And if you're traveling a long distance for that treatment, lodging expenses can add to the financial burden. For more than 3 decades, Benefis Health Systems has offered a recently updated alternative that can help relieve some of that pressure while making people feel right at home.
What began because a cancer patient found traveling nearly as grueling as treatment itself has evolved into a place of comfort for people with serious medical issues looking to feel more at home. Extensive renovations and gracious donors have helped Gift of Life Housing at Benefis relieve major burdens for patients and families.
I genuinely see this as a place that saves lives.
From the coffee makers to the community room, Benefis Gift of Life housing facilities recently underwent major, much-needed renovations, totaling more than $1.6 million.
Plumbing issues, heating issues, as the building kind of aged around its residents. And so I think the most important thing we've done is given it some longevity so it can continue for another 32 years.
We all know that Montana is a very big state. People are traveling very far for their health care. And to be able to tell them that we would love to provide you a free room to stay, whether it's just one night rest after a chemotherapy treatment or for months while your child's in the NICU, it's been such a wonderful opportunity to offer that.
Benefis has 2 Gift of Life housing facilities with a total of 28 rooms. One on the East Campus behind the Sletton Cancer Center, another on the West Campus across the street from the West Campus Hospital. The donor-financed renovations include easier, accessible guest rooms.
So they completely redid the bathrooms, added some handicap rails where we hadn't had them before. The bedrooms at West used to have 2 twin beds in them. We've since replaced them with just a single queen bed. All of the apartments are outfitted with hide-a-beds.
The houses offer exercise rooms and an open community gathering space designed for comfort and camaraderie.
All of this open architecture that they've added in the fireplace used to be a solid wall with doors on either side. People are starting to use this space to congregate and talk to each other and just kind of get to know the other people who are staying here.
A space that can offer relief from the pressure of what can be a puzzling time.
They get to come here, they can bring their groceries, they may not have to go out to eat quite as much, they can cook a home-cooked meal in this space.
This is one thing that is such a huge stressor, and you can immediately take it off of somebody's plate. So it is the lowest impact in terms of work we have to do for the highest return for someone who's really struggling.
In Great Falls, Tim McGonigal, MTN News.
One Joliet woman living through a life-changing amputation after a medical emergency is turning her experience into a mission. After losing her leg and requiring a significant amount of donated blood to survive, she's ensuring others in need have access to the same life-saving resource.
Satellite to cities like Billings, resources in small towns like Joliet can sometimes seem scarce, making Monday's blood drive crucial in bringing people together.
I don't think you actually ever feel like you're on your own.
For Ashley Engelke, a board member at the Joliet Community Center, the spirit of giving has been at the heart of her life since 2018.
It's something that's very deep rooted in my heart and in my soul.
As of last April, the provisions of others have run through her veins quite literally.
I received multiple pints, liters, possibly even gallons of blood. Thought I would just come back with antibiotics the next day or so.
Ashley had several injuries that led to sepsis in her leg, leaving her with one choice.
There were lines drawn all over my leg, going higher and higher. What used to take 5 minutes to get out the door takes at least 30.
It was a decision to save her life that not only came with new physical challenges, but trials of the heart and mind for her and the ones who love her.
I was going to pull the intubation tube out of my own mouth and harm myself even more.
She has this spice of life that after the procedure that kind of started to come back.
It's hard to even look at myself in the mirror.
Though she continues to face the obstacles of her new life, she says she's ready to get back to her old one of concern for her community. A life focused on providing for others. A life that looks a lot like Monday.
I can't donate blood on Monday, January 27th, from 1:30 to 6 p.m. right here in this room.
I don't think there's ever going to be a surplus of donated blood. So, I mean, it'll always get used, and the people always need it. You know, there's always some reason to give blood.
Help someone to live, for their kids, for a family member, or even for themselves.
Marcus Gakova, MTN News.
You may remember a man was recently hit by a truck outside the Capitol while on his way to testify on behalf of people with cancer. That man, Denver Henderson, sustained serious injuries and was life-flighted to Billings. Now, a few weeks later, he says he's grateful for the care he's received, but he wants to see more work done for pedestrian safety.
This is not where 42-year-old Denver Henderson expected he would be nearly 2 weeks ago.
I had very different plans that day.
The Missoula man's life completely changed on the morning of January 15th outside of the state capitol building in Helena.
I was scheduled to give testimony on a bill at 8 o'clock that morning, and then that afternoon was helping to MC a Medicaid rally.
Henderson works for the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network and has made political advocacy his life's work. But before he could get inside, he was hit by a truck while at a crosswalk.
I remember thinking to myself, this is so bizarre, this cannot be happening. And then I was on my back, and I don't remember a whole lot after that.
He suffered multiple severe injuries, including a punctured lung, a shattered pelvic bone, and 6 broken ribs. He was life-flighted to the Billings Clinic for Level 1 trauma care.
Unfortunately, the truck was traveling at approximately 35 miles per hour, and this was a truck, and that means that there was more energy that was imparted onto Mr. Henderson, and that caused more traumatic injury.
After 2 surgeries, his condition has improved and is expected to return to a Missoula rehab facility by next week.
He was actually able to get up and walk and bear weight yesterday, so he's definitely on the road to recovery.
Henderson has received support from legislators and especially his own family. His wife Ricky has been by his side the entire time, but the journey hasn't been easy without their 3-year-old son, Goli.
Our son's favorite place in the world is on Daddy's shoulders, trying to figure out what our new normal is going to be and how we're going to talk to a 3-year-old about Daddy getting hit by a truck.
Henderson's recovery has been steady and is incredibly grateful for the life-saving care he's received at the hospital, but knows his accident highlights the very work he's been trying to advocate for.
Medicaid expansion has to be reauthorized by the end of this session, and there's over 80,000 people who their health care is dependent on whether or not legislators make the right decisions. And I think that my individual injury kind of highlights why healthcare is so important for everyone.
While he hopes to soon get back to that work, the Hendersons are just focused on getting him back on his feet.
He's incredibly strong and he does hard things, and this is another hard thing that we're going to figure out.
In Billings, Isabel Sparts, MTN News.
Crews from across the country have come together to help out with the LA wildfires. Here in Montana, multiple fire stations and resources went to help. And now, with some returning, they're reflecting on their time helping others in need.
Nearly 25,000 acres have burned in the Palisades fire, and assistance from across the country has come to help fight the flames, including here in Montana. Central Valley firefighters have returned from LA.
I've been fighting fire since 2009, and I've never seen devastation like I did down in Pacific Palisades.
Captain Jeff Royce of Central Valley Fire reflects with his crew after returning from Los Angeles, where they were helping fight the fires.
Traveled down with 10 engines total in Montana, 2 command rigs, and 2 mechanics.
In these photos, you can see the total loss, the damage, and what remains of Pacific Palisades. A church crumbled to the ground. The iconic Sunset Boulevard left smoldering. Displaced pets and homes destroyed.
Everybody saw what they had going on and how big of fires there were close together, all pulling from the same resource. And naturally, as firefighters, we're fixers. We want to fix things. So when we saw an opportunity to help, that's what we want to do.
Captain Royce says there is only one way to describe the LA fires.
Devastating is the most accurate statement for that area. We were in the community of Pacific Palisades for a few days, and it is heartbreaking what occurred there.
As Captain Royce reflects on the last 2 weeks, he says no community is immune to fires, especially here in Montana.
You can take back lessons learned from how they responded and what they did to try to help bring those fires under control, help with the repopulation of citizens, and kind of start that recovery and rebuild process.
The Palisades fire was 94% contained as of 7 a.m. Monday morning. In Bozeman, Megan Elaine, MTN News.
Some VIPs, that's very important pets, landed at the Missoula airport as Montanans continue to lend a helping hand. Dozens of homeless dogs from Southern California arrived in the Treasure State as those shelters out west are strapped for resources and room. From Missoula to Bozeman to Livingston, several Montana organizations are housing nearly 40 dogs in need with hopes of finding forever homes right here in the Treasure State.
We have had an outpouring of people wanting to help, and it's so heartwarming because we've had people offer to foster, people who maybe were thinking about a pet, now they're stepping up to get a pet, and it's really a win-win because these animals get homes, and then the animals who need a place to be while their families find them have a place to be.
The dogs range in size, age, and breed, but all are looking for a good home. Still to come on this edition of Positively Montana, we'll introduce you to a senior in the Hall of Fame for his skills keeping people entertained. His story right after the break.
More stories from the heart of the Treasure State are on the way when Positively Montana continues after this.
Welcome back to Positively Montana. He's a Hall of Fame broadcaster who has long been, and still is in fact, a part of the Magic City airwaves with a mission of keeping his city entertained.
92.5 Mojo, the greatest hits of all time.
It's a Saturday morning, and Major Dan Miller is behind the microphone, a place where he's spent a lot of time over the years.
Miller Gold on Saturday morning.
Miller is now 92 years old and still does a shift on the radio every weekend playing the oldies on Mojo in Billings.
I had a stroke about 2 years ago, and there's something I can still drive, but there's some things I can't do. But my yacker and my brain still work, and that's what you need here.
Major Daniel George Reminisce Miller.
The Montana Hall of Fame broadcaster's career on the radio has spanned over 7 decades. He got his first job in 1958 when he sent a tape to Cook Radio in Billings and was hired sight unseen.
He sent me a telegram, and the salary was in there. I started at 48 hours a week, and for $325 a month. That's what it was.
Big money, huh?
Big money.
Miller would move to the morning show, and Cook would move to the top of the ratings.
They call it the Cook Good Guys. Yeah.
Some lucky person will have the opportunity to spin and win.
Miller had been in the Army, but the nickname Major Dan came from a radio promotion.
Major Daniel George Miller.
It's a name that would become synonymous with Billings radio at a time when AM was king.
It did its thing, and it was unique. And you could get local people involved, and they enjoyed it because you were the next door neighbor. I mean, the people that lived next to me out on Clark Avenue, half the neighborhood listened to me on the radio in the morning.
And you look at what they say on radio.
These days, Major Dan says he's content doing one shift a week on the air. He plays the songs he likes, talks about the things he wants to talk about.
Just being able to say whatever I want. I still select my music, and I select who I want on the air.
A radio legend, still going strong and still having fun doing a job he loves. In Billings, Russ Riesinger, MTN News.
Refugee students from around the world are finding some sense of normalcy at Helena's Carroll College. There's a program there that allows college students displaced by conflicts in their home countries to continue their studies.
Carroll College is in its 3rd year of the Global Student Refugee Initiative, helping students from across the globe who are fleeing their home countries.
I was used to it. Now I'm looking at the pictures, I'm thinking, how can a human exist in those circumstances? How can you plan for the future? How can you go shop for the groceries if you know that you may not even come back to your house?
Asia Blitzipova and her family are originally from Crimea, but moved to Mykolaiv after the war between Ukraine and Russia first started in 2014, when she was just 11 years old.
My dad is in the military, so we left because he pledged allegiance to the Ukrainian government, the Ukrainian army. He could not just stay in the place that was occupied by Russia, so we left.
She has been in Helena for 1 year and is studying international relations at Carroll through their Global Student Refugee Initiative, or GSRI. The program is in its 3rd year and has helped 10 students. 7 have graduated from Carroll and 3 are currently enrolled. The refugee students do not apply for the program. Their tuition, travel, and housing come from outside sponsorships, which Carroll is unable to name for security purposes. Most of the GSRI students come from Ukraine and Ethiopia.
In the back of their mind, they're wondering what's happening at home, and I think most of our students don't have a worry like that.
I asked Blitzipova how she is feeling since President Donald Trump passed an executive order suspending the United States refugee admissions program.
When I think of an Afghan woman who's fleeing from the Taliban regime, who got her visa done, who was thinking that she's finally getting into a safe place, and I think of her not having the opportunity to get on that plane, I can think of my problems in the same way that I thought of them before, probably.
Carroll says they're, quote, monitoring the recent executive actions taken by the new administration in Washington, D.C. and their potential impact on our refugee students, and they are committed to supporting their students. In Helena, I'm Allie Kaiser, MTN News.
Still to come on this edition of Positively Montana, getting outdoors and enjoying what Montana has to offer. We're taking you ice fishing right after the break.
More stories from the heart of the Treasure State are on the way when Positively Montana continues after this.
Welcome back to Positively Montana. Anglers are starting to hit Montana's lakes as ice fishing conditions improve all across the region. We caught up with one couple who's sharing their love for ice fishing through their YouTube channel.
Well, there is so much to ice fishing, from the sport to getting out in the outdoors during the winter. But one thing about the activity that's the big catch is the community.
Well, that's why I'm not catching them. Is this because I can't catch them because...
I'll try that. This is Jonathan and Emily Miller, a couple in Montana that love every aspect of fishing. Jonathan competes in tournaments with his best friend Todd Smitham. Him and Emily also run their own YouTube channel called Rebel Against the Indoors, where he found his online community helping each other improve in the sport.
You get a lot of satisfaction in seeing people or seeing some comments of like, hey, this actually helped. I appreciate you doing this. And that is ultimately why I like to do it.
But the Millers weren't always out on the ice. When they started fishing, it was mainly in the warmer months. But once they were introduced to the ice fishing community 8 years ago, they loved that they could enjoy a sport year-round and found a winter activity they could do together.
Fishing's one that I think, one, you can do it as a whole family. You know, you can give a kid a rod. You know, you can give your grandma a rod, grandpa a rod. You can sit out and just spend time together, but then also have an activity to do at the same time.
Jonathan originally found the interest of ice fishing when he walked up to a random fisherman out on the ice interested in getting into the sport.
I'd say my first real introduction to it was when I definitely met my best friend, Todd. He's the one right over there, which that's kind of the fun thing about it, is because being able to see people on the ice close together, fishing together, I mean, it's pretty appeasing.
It's an activity the Millers enjoy and say that it's a community willing to help others, where veterans out on the ice welcome and help newcomers wanting to join.
I have seen very few people not help somebody. The few times I have seen it on the shoreline, they have helped them. And it anywhere from refining their technique to choosing the right bait.
At the Causeway, Ryan Berg, MTN News.
We hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Positively Montana. I'm Hallie Schwinnard, and I'll see you right back here next week.